People are in a mission to save ocean animal rescue mission. The crystal-clear water of the Caribbean Sea off the coast of Belize is home to a magnificent array of marine life, from colorful parrotfish to graceful stingrays. But beneath this idyllic surface lies a hidden danger. A local fisherman had just informed the authorities of a horrifying discovery he made while out at sea. He had found an abandoned fishing net, one that was not only huge, but also full of dead animals. It was a ghost net, an invisible threat to the marine ecosystem that had been left behind by an unknown vessel, killing countless creatures. The news of this grim find quickly reached the ears of a dedicated group of people who knew they had to take action. This group of marine biologists, conservationists, and volunteers were part of a top-secret mission, one that aimed to uncover the truth behind these deadly ghost nets and rescue any animals that might still be alive. As they geared up for their underwater adventure, little did they know the harrowing ordeal that awaited them. As the boat carrying our heroes cut through the waves, their hearts sank at the sight that greeted them. The abandoned fishing net stretched out before them like a menacing black cloud, its tentacles reaching out into the sea. As they drew closer, the true extent of the disaster became clear. The net was massive, covering a vast area of the ocean surface. And as it drifted aimlessly, it continued to claim innocent victims. With a deep sense of urgency, the team sprang into action. They donned their scuba gear, each movement filled with purpose as they prepared to dive into the murky depths. One by one, they disappeared beneath the surface, leaving only ripples on the water's disturbed face. As they descended into the inky blackness, the divers were met with a scene that was both heartbreaking and infuriating. The fishing net, now fully submerged, had transformed into a watery labyrinth, its tangled mess of ropes and netting forming a deadly trap for the ocean's inhabitants. It was here, in this underwater nightmare, that the divers would face their greatest challenges and make their most crucial decisions. With determination etched on their faces, the divers began the arduous task of untangling the mess. Each movement was precise and careful, ensuring that they did not cause any harm to the creatures caught in the net. Time seemed to stand still as they worked tirelessly, their every action driven by a shared purpose. As the minutes turned into hours, the divers faced numerous obstacles. Sharp pieces of debris, remnants of the discarded net, tore at their gloves, drawing blood. Fatigue set in, making each movement more challenging. The cold, dark water tested their endurance, but through it all, they persevered, driven by the hope of freeing the trapped animals. Suddenly, a fin cut through the water, a flash of movement that signaled the presence of a living creature. With renewed vigor, the divers worked to clear an opening, creating a small window in the net. To their joy, a young sea turtle emerged, its eyes wide with gratitude. Moments later, another turtle followed, then a colorful array of fish, each one a testament to the net's destructive power. As the rescue continued, the divers encountered other animals, some injured, some scared, all desperate for freedom. With gentle hands, they disentangled the creatures, taking care to minimize stress and injury. Every successful rescue brought a surge of elation, a reminder of the importance of their mission. But not all encounters were so heartwarming. Some animals were too entangled, their bodies battered by the net's unforgiving grasp. Despite their best efforts, some creatures could not be saved. The divers could only watch in sadness as these animals slipped away, their lives lost to the discarded fishing gear. As the day wore on, the divers made one gruesome discovery after another. Among the tangled mess, they found dead seabirds, their bodies trapped and lifeless, a grim reminder of the net's far-reaching impact. The sight of these birds, once soaring freely through the skies, now bound to the net, filled the divers with a sense of urgency. In the midst of this underwater hell, hope flickered in the form of playful dolphins. These intelligent creatures seemed drawn to the divers, perhaps sensing their purpose or simply curious about the commotion. Their presence brought a momentary respite, a reminder of the beauty that still existed in this troubled sea. As the sun began its descent, casting long shadows over the water, the divers knew it was time to surface. With a final effort, they cut away more of the net, creating a path to the surface for any remaining creatures. As they ascended, the world above seemed distant and unreal. The sounds of the sea filled their ears, a symphony of life that contrasted sharply with the eerie silence of their underwater ordeal. Back on the boat, the divers recounted their experiences, their voices hoarse with fatigue and emotion. The weight of what they had witnessed and accomplished settled upon them. The statistics of their rescue mission were impressive: 27 sea turtles saved, 147 fish released, and countless seabirds given a chance at rest. Yet the true measure of their success lay in the hope that they had rekindled for the future of the ocean. As the team prepared for their next dive, a shadow fell over the group. A large shape loomed beneath the surface, its presence a stark reminder of the dangers that lurked in these waters. What they discovered was a massive derelict fishing boat, its hull empty, its nets still attached. This ghost boat, left to drift aimlessly, was a silent witness to the devastating impact of human negligence. It was a symbol of the indiscriminate nature of the fishing industry, capable of causing widespread damage without regard for the consequences. The discovery of the ghost boat sent shockwaves through the team. It was a tangible representation of the very problem they were trying to solve, a stark reminder of the forces that had led to the creation of the deadly ghost net. As they explored the abandoned vessel, they uncovered more evidence of its sinister past. Among the debris-filled rooms, they found discarded fishing gear, its frayed edges and broken hooks telling tales of countless sea creatures ensnared in its deadly embrace. The team felt a surge of anger, mixed with determination. The discovery of the ghost boat fueled their resolve to dismantle the net and hold those responsible accountable. But it also highlighted the larger issue at play: the need for systemic change in the fishing industry to prevent such horrors from repeating themselves. With renewed vigor, the team continued their work. They dove back into the water, their movements swift and efficient as they raced against time. They knew that every minute the ghost net remained in the water, more innocent lives were at risk. Their determination was not solely driven by the desire to save the ocean's inhabitants, but also to protect the livelihoods of those who depended on the sea. The thought of local fishermen struggling to navigate the waters filled with discarded nets and ghost boats spurred them on. As the days turned into weeks, the team faced numerous challenges. Storms threatened to disrupt their progress, technical issues tested their resilience, and the sheer scale of the net seemed overwhelming at times. But through it all, they persevered. Their dedication was unwavering, their spirits unbroken. Finally, the day arrived when the last vestiges of the ghost net were hauled aboard the rescue ship. As the tangled mess was brought to the surface, cheers erupted among the crew. The sight of the net, once a deadly menace, now a collection of debris, was a victory for the weary team. It was a testament to their hard work, their skill, and their unwavering commitment to the cause. Yet their work was not truly done. The rescued animals required care and rehabilitation before they could be returned to the ocean. The divers, now donning different hats, became caregivers, tending to the injured creatures with the utmost care. They monitored their health, fed them, and most importantly, ensured their safety. Each rescued sea turtle was a responsibility, a tiny heartbeat entrusted to their care. The divers, once explorers of the deep, now became teachers, sharing their knowledge and passion for the ocean with eager young minds. They conducted educational sessions, emphasizing the importance of marine conservation and the threats posed by discarded fishing gear. As the rescued animals slowly regained their strength, the divers felt a surge of pride. It was a privilege to be a part of their journey, to witness their resilience and adaptability firsthand. Seeing the turtles and fish return to their natural habitat filled them with a profound sense of accomplishment. Months passed, and the memory of the ghost net faded into local lore, a cautionary tale whispered by the tides. The team, now known as local heroes, continued their work, undeterred by the challenges that lay ahead. They knew that their mission was far from over. There were more ghost nets to find, more animals to rescue, and more minds to change. The ocean, vast and unforgiving, was their calling, and they were its dedicated servants. The spirit of their mission lived on, a beacon of hope in the face of adversity, for they understood that the fate of the ocean was intertwined with their own. and they were committed to safeguarding its future for generations to come. If you enjoyed this thrilling tale of courage and conservation, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more heart-pounding adventures. And if you've ever dreamed of exploring the ocean's depths yourself, click on this video to dive into another captivating story.